Now, if you've got an eagle eye, you may well notice that these taps, this one and this one, don't match. Now there's a good reason for that, and the reason is that I just replaced the hot water tap on this side with a smooth glide action, as it's called, 3/4 turn. It's on full for a 3/4 turn, and it's a great little tap. Now, this is the old tap. Now, when I first bought this unit about 3 or 4 years ago, it had those very old plastic knob type taps on all of the hardware. Now, they were cracked, they were stained, and they were starting to break. So I just gave a very quick upgrade just to give it a brighten up when I first bought the place with these taps here. Now the ones in the kitchen have started to get very stiff in their action, they're starting to leak, they're wobbling around. They were very cheap, I'm just not that happy with them, so I've decided to replace them with these. Now, I've replaced them with this thing called EzyFix. Now, this was just in the local hardware store here in Australia, Bunnings. And they were 99 Australian dollars for a pair. And it says that they're guaranteed to fit any tap at all. And they come with a 5-year guarantee. So I thought I'd give them a go. And I was that happy with the way the hot one worked, I thought I'd make a video of putting the cold one on. So let's see how we go. Okay, so this is the box that it came in. I've opened it, obviously, because I've already put the hot tap on. Now, called the DIY Universal Retrofit Tapware. Simple to install, no need to change tap bodies or pipes. Australian owned, 5-year guarantee, guaranteed to fit. EzyFix. Certainly I'm no handyman, I'm no tradesman. I'm just a bloke having a go at upgrading his taps. Now it's important to follow the instructions on this. So the first thing we're going to do is to do just that. So turn off the water at the mains. Let's go and do that. Okay, now that's done. We need to remove the tap flange by unscrewing in an anti-clockwise direction, and then remove all items above the sink surface. So, in other words, let's go and remove the old hardware. So the first thing we need to do is to remove the old tap hardware. Take off that little nut, pull that off, unscrew the old one. Righto. Okay, old hardware is out. Okay, the next step is to disassemble the EzyFix tap by undoing the discrete lock nut underneath the handle with the EzyFix anti-vandal spanner included. That is the anti-vandal spanner. Okay, so now remove handle, O-ring, circlip and discrete lock nut. So we've got our anti-vandal spanner. Goes around the shaft there for us to spindle into little sockets. And there's the discrete lock nut. So pull off the handle, there's the O-ring. We've got the handle, the O-ring, that thing. Here's a little circlip. I'll just gently, probably not the correct tool, but it does the job. There's the circlip. And then there's the discrete locking nut. Keep them in order because they have to go back on in the reverse order. Remove the tap dress flange. There's the dress flange. There's an O-ring around there as well. That's the dress flange. And this is the locking nut. Keeping it all in order. You should now be left with the cartridge assembly only. And there it is. And there's the red fibre washer. So now we screw the cartridge assembly into the wall by hand, until it screws up against the seat. Then use a spanner to turn it until firmly secured. Do not over tighten this cartridge. Okay, let's do that. Alright, now I might just put a bit of plumber's tape over there. It doesn't say to do it, but you know, I'm old school. Okay. Then use a spanner to turn it until it is firmly secure. Now I know that it's a 15mm spanner I need, so I grab my 15mm. Be careful not to over tighten here. It's always tough to find out where that sweet spot is. That's about enough, I think. Made a little noise there, that's enough. Okay, so now we fit the red fibre washer over the cartridge against the face of the wall tap body. So that goes right in there. Against the tap body. Okay, it's sitting up there nicely. Now we put on the locking nut. Now I need to use a tube spanner here because this particular tap is set well into the wall. There we go. Screw the tap flange onto the locking nut. So here's the tap flange. Make sure that O-ring stays in the little groove.
Okay. There we go. Right.
On nicely now. Very good. Go back to our sequence of parts. Now grab the discrete locking nut. So this goes with the cutout sections away from the handle. So the cutout section's pointing towards the wall. Slip that on there. We have our circlip. This just pops on. Just use your hands. And goes this little knurled knob, and that serration there is what catches the handle to turn it. It just slides into the grooves. Now the O-ring has to sit in the middle of the tap in there. I've actually put a bit of blue tack just to hold it for now. Word cold is written up there. So you just put this on. Like that. Then put that discrete locking nut back with your hands as much as you can. Then you use the little tool. Don't lose it in the sink though. Now we're going to turn our water back on. So I'd call that a success. It's all working, that's a pass. Water tastes good too. Cheers. Okay, just a quick update. Taps have been on for a few days now and they're working really well. I'm really happy with them. Also, just a pro tip, as I found out, I lost my little tool. I found it again, thank goodness. So I just added a tag to it. So if you buy a set of these and you want to keep on that little tool, put a tag or something on it, and I've well labelled it as well. That's also a good tip for landlords. If you've got a rental property and you put these on, you want to make sure that the plumber or yourself can have easy access to those taps. I'm sure there's another tool that a plumber would have, but it makes good sense to keep hold of this. Thanks. See you next time.